and he grabbed the cooler and he poured it. He turned it around. He poured it. He poured all the ice and the water all over the floor. And was like, I'm not gonna argue with you, and so you need to step out. If you don't step out, I'm gonna call the cops. Call the cops on me. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I was like, okay, I'm gonna call the cops. What is up, guys? Today we are eating some Sonic. Man, I feel we haven't had Sonic in a while.
I was about to say, I think we've had Sonic for like a couple of months.
A couple of months, yeah. We usually try to.
The Bills, like, that was a lie.
No, it's been a while. I think it has been a while since we last had Sonic. But I know that they have like a few new drinks that or at least that I thought we hadn't. I'm thinking that they're new. So, and I wanted to take advantage and get like some new stuff on there. So we're going to start off. I'm going to show you guys with the drinks. I'm going to show you guys the drinks first. Start off with the drinks first. That one is, what color is that?
It's orange.
It's orange. So that one is
peach.
Let me grab my phone. Where's my phone? So it's a blood orange cream slush. Blood orange cream slush. Is it good? Wait, vato.
Oh, sorry, I'm hungry. Yeah, it tastes really good.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Really good. Let me mix it.
And then this one is a strawberry cream slush. This one actually has, oh, you can't really see it with the light, but this one actually has like pieces of strawberry on it. I wonder if we should turn off these lights. Maybe that's why it's so fluorescent. Let me try and see if we can turn off these. Really quick. Hold on. Much better. Ooh, there. Good for you guys.
Hold on. Yeah. I already unzipped my pants, guys. By the way, I have no shame. I don't want to be all woo.
And then this one is a blue coconut cream slush. Oh, this one I think has ice cream, babe.
Like the one there.
There's like these raspa stands that we go to, and Pete likes to get some raspas with like ice cream sometimes, and that's what this one reminds me of.
Oh my god, this one's really good. The strawberry.
And
I'm gonna get a brain freeze.
Real quick, side note: I got new glasses.
Oh yeah,
I like these so much better. I like these a lot. Ooh, brain freeze.
Yep. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna slow down.
Okay. Shh. Okay. And then we got a bunch of I got a bunch of little stuff. Pete doesn't really know what I got. I just kind of ordered everything online. But I got a coney. Ooh.
Oh yeah, the blues one is really good.
It's really good, huh?
That's my favorite one.
Yeah. And then I got us some wraps. Oh my god, the wraps are so tiny. They don't look as like the way they look in the picture. This is very false advertisement. Look at how it looks. It looks like very like it's a wrap, but it looks like this is supposed to be the bacon ranch wrap.
It's like
queso wrap.
It's like a nugget.
It's like this not very appetizing. And the other one is the ranch dressing. Oh, ranch dressing packet. No, it's a south.
Stop falling off of it.
This is a Southwest wrap. So
That's
it has
good.
like a bunch of little tortilla ones.
Bites.
This one kind of looks a little better. You can see it right there. I think this one looks a little better. Should we try it before we take everything, or should we show everything first?
Yeah, show everything first. But cover it, like on the same please.
Okay, then I guess let's put the coney back in. And we say we got some ranch. These are pickle fries, which is kind of weird.
They look like onions to me.
Yeah, but
onion rings or something.
These are pickles, and then it literally looks like fries.
Oh.
These are pickle fries. I've never had those from there.
Oh, that's what that is. I thought it was cheese.
And then I got some onion rings for me. And because Pete doesn't really like onion rings. Do you like onion rings, babe?
Not really, but everything is mine.
And then they gave me some free
tater tots.
tater tots. And then I got grilled cheese burger. So it's a tots, the burger, the 3 slushies, the onion rings, the pickles, and the hot dog and the thing. Right? Everything. Oh, okay. I'm hungry. Let's go ahead and eat. And then they give us like some candies and stuff.
Candy. These are jalapeno fries?
Yeah.
I mean, pickle fries.
Pickle fries.
We're good.
I could have sworn I thought I had gotten some
Mozzarella sticks?
mozzarella sticks, but I didn't. I must have been wrong.
The pickle fries are good.
Hey. Out of the slushies, which is your favorite? The coconut, right?
And the strawberry.
The strawberry. I
That
love the
one's
strawberry.
good too. But
I don't
these are
really
better.
find a good, not a good, but I don't really find a taste to it. So today we saw the movie Flight Risk. Oh my god, it was so good.
It's with Mark Wahlberg.
We went at noon, and I thought there was going to be anybody. And there was a bit of people. But Mr. over here, he screamed at...
I didn't scream, I like gas.
He gasped really loud. But I thought it was funny. But it was a good movie. And I recommend it. I give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. But like there was something
I
missing.
give it a 3.5. It was a good movie, just nothing like,
Maybe a 4 for me.
nothing crazy.
But recently, we saw the movie Wolfman. Now that was a
really
good
good
movie.
For sure. They went straight to the action, like nonstop.
Yeah.
Oh, really good one.
That one is full on recommend. Watch it. And I really hope that they won't. I mean, there's no way they can make a second one, but I really hope that they continue
Well, they could, but
making a kind. Well, not with him, but
yeah, I was gonna say they could make another one, but it just wouldn't be with that character.
yeah.
Oops, spoiler.
Spoiler. But yeah, we're looking forward to watching the movie Presents. Is that Presents? Is Presents the movie? With Lucy Liu?
It's with Lucy Liu. I'm not sure the whole subject or point of the movie. I just saw like a little clip where like the director or writer or somebody was saying that the movie's POV through the actual ghost or spirit that is part of the house, like it's haunting the house or whatever. So the whole time it's the POV of the ghost, which is very interesting.
I know.
It's like a twist.
I think that'll be
to know like how that's gonna play out.
one thing that I'm very bad at, or good at, or bad at, or whatever, is that I'm always trying to figure out what's gonna happen before the end of the movie. Normally, I'm right. So we're watching a movie at home, or watching a movie something at the movies. A lot of times, I feel like the movies are a little predictable for us, but we're always trying to really figure out what it is. I think there's been one movie where like the plot twist in the end, I was like, what the heck? I just can't remember which one it was. It did catch me where it's like, oh shoot, like I was wrong. Which one was that? Okay. Bite more. A little bigger. La tortilla.
And for some reason, we've just been really hooked on live. Well, I can't say we. You know, he's been watching them with me. I've been really hooked on the Lifetime movies, like Girl in the Basement, Girl in a Shelter, Girl in a Shed. They're all very predictable.
So Lifetime has this series of Girl In, and we've been watching them. But my God, they're so good. And yeah, they're very predictable, but I think they're so... They get you hooked.
But
So-
each one has its own, like, little different, you know? But pretty much the premise is the same. They get kidnapped, and then some, you know, in some ridiculous, no, I don't want to say ridiculous way, but something crazy, like they're trapped in a closet for years, they're for days, for weeks, whatever. But the crazy part is that all those movies, most of them are always say based on a true story.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell Eric all the time. It's crazy how many you hear all these stories about people your own neighbor had a shed and he had somebody in prison there for like years and years and years, or their own husband had somebody in the basement and some secret room that they didn't know about for years. Now I just think to myself, how the heck can these spouses really truly with a clear conscience say that they didn't know anything was weird was happening? Like, you live with that person all the time, every day, all day. Like, if your husband or spouse leaves for X amount of time in the basement,
you're not gonna think something's going on. Like,
wouldn't you go check on him or something? Or like, I don't know. It just always, I always feel like the spouses knew and they should be guilty as well, because it's kind of like BS.
Yep. Oh my gosh, brain freeze. Oh.
You know what helps? Put your head in the microwave.
And turn it on. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, it made my migraine worse. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay.
The Texas one or Southwest one was better than the other one. Had more flavor.
Yeah, it was. This past weekend, we had an event.
Oh god.
And normally our events aren't very eventful. It's just we work and that's it.
They're smooth sailing.
Mm-hmm. We get out, grab some Whataburger, come home. That's it. But oh my god, during the whole event was crazy people, but smooth throughout the most of the event, and we were already getting ready to leave. So the last 30 minutes, Pete and I were already talking about, hey, let's one of us go get something to eat. So we'll order it, go pick it up. And by the time the event is over, we'll go home and we'll eat, or whatever. Well, before Pete left, there was one of the guests drunk off his butt. He had one of the centerpieces. Mind you, our centerpieces are not like cheap. He had one of the centerpieces hit like right here on his shoulders. That's what. Please go ask him to put it down.
At first, guys, I saw him messing with it. It's a lantern with a faux candle inside that's attached. You flip it over, you can turn it on and off. That's what I thought he was doing. I'm like, he flipped it over, he's gonna turn it on, off, whatever, put it back. Well, I noticed he wasn't doing that. He was just like shaking it, messing around with it. And this went on for like at least a minute or so. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just, give him a benefit of the doubt. He's gonna put it back. But he didn't. Eric's like, go tell him something. So I already knew I was gonna have to go tell him something. He's been acting crazy the whole event, and even worse because he's been drinking throughout the whole event. So by now he's really drunk. And it's like, you already know you don't want to deal with that person, but you kind of have to. So he had his back to me, and his table was full, and then there's other tables around them that were talking to them or whatever. Excuse me. And I yell, because I have to yell because the music's really loud, and so he can hear me. He doesn't hear me, whatever. So I put my hand on his shoulder, and he turns around. I'm like, hey, can you put it down, please? And he had this face of confusion, and I'm like, the lantern, like, put it down. He still didn't understand what I was saying or whatever, acting like he didn't. So I had to like go like this, like grab him by the hands and like, can you put it down? Like, I didn't want to snatch it away from him. So he put it down, and everybody at his table told him, hey, in Spanish, like, hey, put it down. Like, you shouldn't be doing that, whatever. And I just told him, hey, thank you, whatever. Just so you don't break it. And I walked off. I didn't really feel like he got that annoyed to continue what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. But I maybe like triggered him afterwards, but then continuation.
Mm-hmm. So then Pete walked off
into the back.
And I was looking, because I was at the DJ booth, and I was looking towards the table, and I saw him, and he grabbed he had a cooler, like those foam coolers, and he grabbed the cooler and he poured it. He turned it around. He poured all the ice and the water all over the floor. Then he throws the cooler on the floor and he kicks it to make a hole on it. And then with his feet, he was like rubbing it, like rubbing, like, I guess, all the water and everything on the floor, like a little kid throwing a tantrum. Mind you, this guy is like mid-20s, late 20s, I want to say, mid-20s. He was in his mid-20s, and so I go, and I wasn't exactly sure what he had done, until I go closer to like the front table and I started picking up like beer cans. And then I saw him again like rubbing it, and I was like, this mother. And so I go to the back, and I was pissed. I was so mad. I go to the back, and I tell Pete, I'm grabbing the mop, and I tell Pete what happened. And so I grab the mop, and I go towards the table, and I ask him. I told him to leave. I made him. I told him to leave. I said, I know. I know. I saw you. I saw what you did. There's no need for that. No need for disrespecting, and I said something about destroying our property or something like that, right? So he's like, show me the cameras. Where are the cameras? Blah blah blah. I was like, I didn't show you the cameras. I saw you with my eyes. Like I know what I saw. And sure enough, like everything, like the cooler was under the table. He had poured his beer on the tablecloth. The tablecloth is like all sequins. Like it was like a gold champagne sequins tablecloth. He had poured it on the tablecloth. At this point, like I had already seen the girl that was there on the table too, and she was giving him a face like, okay, this guy, like, what is he doing?
Mind you, real quick, as soon as she took off to go mop, I turned on we have like...
I don't want it.
No,
I
don't want it because it has onions.
Oh,
okay. Just because I felt it was going to escalate, which it did. And so that way everybody around could see what was going on because, everybody's drunk, it's dark, whatever. We just had the DJ lights on and the party lighting. So I turned on the regular lights on, like the dinner lighting, so it could be a little brighter. Just because that way, in case something happened, there wasn't anything. Well, I didn't see anything. I saw this. No, everybody saw the same thing because the lights are on.
Yeah. No, so then he was arguing with me saying, show me the cameras, blah, blah, blah. What did I do? And I was like, I'm not going to argue with you, and you need to step out. If you don't step out, I'm going to call the cops. And he gets like in my face, well, fucking call the cops on me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, I'm going to call the cops. They took him outside, and somebody else comes, like the guy that was literally at the table. He starts asking me, so what did he do? Why did you take him out?
With all his attitude.
I know. I mean, he knows what he did. And I said, I don't need to explain myself to you. I said, he knows why he's being stepped out. He's being taken out. So, oh my God, that guy went off on me. What? In Spanish. He's telling me on in Spanish. Pues que chingados. Y quieres tus vergazos. Like telling me off all this stuff. So then the hostess, which is I'm assuming it's his sister. She comes
or something.
And she's like taking him out also. And then so I'm gonna call the cops on you too. And sure enough, we called the cops. By the time the cops arrived, and they got there really quick. Like
the officer said that he was down the plaza from our plaza. Mm-hmm. So he said that he got there right away, and that he noticed when he was pulling up with his partner, because there was two SUVs, that he saw a group of guys outside, and as soon as he saw that they saw him, that they got in their cars and took off. I'm like, come on, you're running your mouth, you're acting all big shit, and then you should have stayed. Like, if you feel like you didn't do anything wrong, stay, talk to the officer, but they're drunk. Other stuff that I'm not going to bother saying.
I am. Our staff was telling me that they were offering them, and obviously that's not tolerated. So we did mention that to the officer, and the officer kind of knew like what we were talking about, but the guys left. I mean, but whatever. We didn't press charges, and then that is a first for us at the venue. Like in almost the 4 years that we've had the venue, like that's a first for us where we've had to call PD on somebody, but there's always a first. That was the first time, and that's the first experience for us. And it's like, I hate it because this happened Saturday, and it's already been 2 days, and because I had to kind of just keep it in, where it's like I couldn't come down to their level. I've had this headache this entire time. Pete knows me, and Pete knows that I'm very confrontational when it comes to people like that, and I will not back down. And then I've been trying to like calm down. And then especially when it comes to my business, I can't do that because it's my business. So this really like hit the nail on the head, and it's like, oh, it's been really mentally like in my head. That's not bothering me. It's just it's been giving me a migraine, and it won't go away. I don't think about it because I don't really care anymore. It's like I'm not thinking about it. I was like, oh my god, I should have done this, I should have done that, because it's whatever. But it's just, I think because I was so mad and I didn't do anything because I was mad. Like, I've had a huge migraine ever since, and it won't go away. It goes away for a little bit and then it just comes back. Like right now, I think the brain freeze kind of made it worse. ¿Cómo esto, mi amor?
The hot dog tastes weird.
See, I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it. That I didn't enjoy. Honestly, guys, I didn't enjoy any of this. I enjoyed the 2 slushies. That's it.
He's like, this is why we don't eat Sonic.
I think this is why we don't eat like all the little sides.
I feel like this is going to give me heartburn later.
It has a ton of onions, raw onions, which I don't like eating. But yeah, I saw Eric. I would turn on the lights. I saw him talking to the guy. He was mopping, and then the guy kind of got in his face. So I went over there just to make sure nothing was going to happen. And I didn't even bother saying anything. I just said, excuse me. I grabbed the cooler from underneath the table because he shoved it underneath the table because thinking that nobody's going to look for that to see the evidence. I grabbed it. I just picked up like some beer boxes that they had there. And, all this was going on. I try not to get in it because I get all tense. And sure enough, after everything was done, for the rest of the night, I just felt like all shooken up. Because, yeah, we could have gone into it with him, but what was going to be the point? We were all going to get into trouble or whatever. And plus, like Eric said, it's our business, so we don't want to have that reputation like, oh my God, the owners got in a fist fight or whatever, in a fight with a customer or a client, a guest of a party or whatever. But what really ticked me off the most was the whole group of people that were there were agreeing with Eric as to what he was saying. Like, you did this, and they were kind of nodding their heads behind his back, but nobody bothered to calm him down. Like, if you already know how your friend or family member gets, first you should have looked out for him and be like, hey, you know what? You're already getting kind of crazy. Stop drinking. They all continue to feed his ego or whatever. And then once things when shit hit the fan, nobody was there to want to calm him down because they didn't want to deal with him. Because he was like getting all crazy, or he was all crazy already. And then the Theos in the corner were just like laughing at everything. It's like, it's not something to laugh at. If anything, should have been like, hey, go in Spanish, like, hey, you need to calm down. Like, this is a family event. Like, don't ruin it for everybody. But he did. Like, he ruined the last 30 minutes. And I told her it sucks because whoever was left at the event. And it was a really good event. Everybody was complimenting her, their outfits, the decor. They were having a good time. The food, how a party should go. And everybody was vibing really, really well.
I know.
Until that happened. And I told her, what sucks is that everybody's going to be there those last 30 minutes. That's all they're going to remember about that event.
I know. I'm just glad that she messaged us the next day. And she apologized on for that happening. Hold on.
I was so worried, to be honest, and I'm kind of always overthinking things. But right when we locked up, the officer was still outside. He waited for all the guests to leave, for our staff to leave, and for us to leave before he drove off. So right before he drove off, I recorded the whole front of the building, the sign.
Just in case.
I had this feeling of I don't want to jinx it, but I wanted to make sure that I had video proof that this is how it left. When we left, this is how it looked. So,
but because of that, they ended their event 30 minutes earlier. But she did message us. She said, everybody was complimenting everything, and she loved everything. She said we gave it 100% throughout the entire event, and she apologized for the last 30 minutes. I'm assuming she talked to her family members that were around the area, and they probably told her what happened. Because for every event, we try to give 100%. Like we're at every event, no matter what. We're part of the staff. Like we both do everything, a little bit of everything. We're both,
we're not just sitting in the corner, standing in the corner, arms crossed.
Yeah, where it's like, we're the owners, you do everything. No. Well, Pete's in the kitchen. I'm, depending on the event, or he'll do the photography. I'm the DJ. I was, we were both doing
when it's a big event, that's where I have to be in the front to help out with more stuff. But usually when it's a more calm event, I'm always in the back in the kitchen. That's where I'm at. I'm in the kitchen prepping the plates so the staff can take them out.
Yeah.
Or washing dishes. Or I like to be in the back. I don't really like to be in the front doing much unless it's necessary. But yeah, when
Like we're very involved with the events.
Other places that the owners might be there, might not be there, and they don't really like to, I guess, get their hands dirty. Pretty much.
And I think that's what I like about our business is that we're like hands on it. So to have somebody and then just kind of have a situation like that, it's just very. I think that's why I'm very bothered by it, but it happens. It had to happen at some point, and it's going to continue to happen. It's just now
the line of work we do.
Yeah. It's just now we need to get cameras because we've been wanting to get cameras, we just haven't. We need cameras inside the venue just for proof of anything.
So that way, next time somebody runs their mouth, here's the proof. Bam!
I'm surprised because we have cameras for everything. We have cameras in the cars. We have cameras at home. And I'm surprised we just don't have cameras at
cameras on your glasses.
Oh my god! I bought the new Ray-Ban glasses.
If you would have had them on,
I would.
You would have recorded.
Yeah.
Literally, would have been POV cop footage.
I bought the new Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Oh, they're amazing. I love them.
Maybe I'll need to get some.
Maybe for your birthday when you're 40.
I was like, wait a minute. I thought you were gonna say when I'm like 400 or something. I was like, oh yeah, that's not too far away. I'll get the 2.0. But in case you guys are looking for them, they're worth the money.
They are really worth the money. That is a good investment, and the Osmo Pocket, I cannot finish talking about that one. I love it.
I feel like that one, especially if you want to just, even if you're not want to become a blogger or anything, just your own personal recording videos with your family or whatever, is so discreet and it's such a good quality.
Yeah.
Like the sound, the picture, it has a stabilizer, so if you have shaky hands like I do, you can just literally put it here. I don't know, on the desk or on the table, record yourself or record whatever you're doing. So you're never gonna know. We were using it recently in public, and people were just kind of like randomly. They would just kind of look because I was holding it like this.
But it's catching more of the eye than the actual camera because somebody asked me, "Is that a camera?" And we went to the flea market. Somebody asked me,
"Oh, really?"
Yeah, if it was a camera, and I said, "No, this is the camera." And they didn't even notice it, but they noticed this because it's so big. But the camera itself, like you can just kind of hold it. It's literally the size of the remote.
Maybe even smaller.
Yeah, it's smaller than the remote.
But yeah, like this is it. This is how big it is. It's smaller than this. You just put it.
Funny.
Boop. Has a little stand.
Yeah, and there's so many gadgets that they sell for it. Very inexpensive. So I've been buying all these different gadgets for it, which is
it's the new
really
GoPro.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So that's an investment. Get it. I'm probably gonna do a review on it soon for one of our upcoming videos, and I'll do a review on the glasses too because they're so cool. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching us eat some Sonic that my baby didn't like.
Disappointing Sonic, and it sucks because
it's before we eat it, I felt it's gonna be so salty. It was. I give the food not a great rating because it feels very convenience store food.
No, you know what? It's like frozen food. You just microwave it.
Convenience store, yeah.
I guess, yeah.
But these, I rate them a 5 out of 5.
In my order, the blue, coconut, the strawberry, and then whatever that is.
It's the orange one. It's good.
It tastes like a sherbet. That's pretty what it tastes like. But these are good.
There was a orange Fanta one too. That was good. But I got this one instead. But the food itself, the Coney I like because I always like those. But everything else I feel is very mediocre. Especially the wraps.
Oh my god, the wraps are horrible.
They're not worth the money. Don't get them.
They're $2 for that little thing.
And their original price was $4.
For that? Nah.
I swear.
Was it the meal?
Because they were on sale.
They're on crack.
They're on sale. The original price was for $4.
You were talking about
I saw, I was like, what the fudge? So, yeah.
That's crazy. By the way, guys, my hair is like really intact today because I put a lot of mousse today. You can't really tell because of the lighting, but
I'm
it's
so
super,
jealous that
super
his
curly.
hair is growing faster than mine, but mine looks curly.
And right now, it doesn't look so long, but trust me, guys. Yesterday was it when I was like, I kept going like this. Like now I notice when I'm on the sofa or if I don't have any product, I'm constantly going or like this, swearing that I have like all this hair. And then last night, I don't think you saw me, but I was doing this. Well, I can't do it right now because it's like my hair's has all the product. But I could go like this when we were watching TV, like just stroking this little strand of hair.
We're gonna be at the gym. He's gonna be like,
Nah. But yeah, I'm kind of liking the fact that my hair is really long, and I brush it 100 times a day, guys. Like one time out of the day, usually it's at night. I brush it with a big old like flat brush with the bristles. Just like,
that's why your hair's falling off.
gee, you're such a hater.
I know I'm saying. I'm telling you the truth because it's brushing out old hair.
He just told me your hair falls out in the shower because it's the new hair's growing.
Because it's brushing out old hair.
Okay, well then there you go. That's why it's falling
I
out.
didn't say in a bad way.
But that's what you said. Your hair's falling out.
That's why your hair's falling out.
Shady. I'm gonna buzz your hair off and like.
Yes. Do it. So I can buzz off yours.
No.
If you were to buzz off my hair, I'd be like, okay. And then I'd do it back to him. He'd be like, no, my God.
Not my hair.
Not my luscious locks.
And then the other day, I remember I was like, I don't know what got into me. I was just like brushing it and making it like it just got puffier and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then he was taking a shower and I walked in and I'm like my hair, and it was just like a little curly.
He looked like a lollipop.
What the heck? A lollipop.
I know the big old hair. I know. But
You just that look like a cotton candy.
yeah, you look like a cotton candy lollipop.
But yeah. Anyways.
All right, guys. No, you look like el payaso, la paleta payaso. No.
Well, you didn't tell me el payaso. Eh.
All right, guys. We're gonna go watch another Lifetime movie. I'm gonna talk to you guys soon. Make sure you
In our lifetime era. Lifetime movie era.
We're in the Lifetime era. We're watching them on Hulu. So if you want to catch up to us, make sure you go into Hulu, put Lifetime. It gives you a whole lot of Lifetimes. Catch up to the Girl In series, and they have a bunch of them. I recommend the Girl In.
Oh, but the one last time that we saw with the suitcase murder lady.
Oh, the suitcase.
Oh, that was so good.
The suitcase murder. Yeah, the suitcase killer. Yeah.
Remember, I was like, it's gonna be this. It's gonna be that. Maybe it is this one. Maybe it's that. I kept going back with so many of the kids.
I got it right away. Who got it right away? I got it right away.
Nah, you didn't. Like halfway. Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
No, the movie had to start out that she's a killer. I told you.
I was gonna spit it out, but I was trying not to.
All right, guys. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.